So, first of all, I want to say that over the last 2.5 years, we have recognized the importance of food security. What we have seen the insecurity of food in terms of those 2.5 years during the pandemic. We have seen where people or countries would have had funds or have large amount of money and they were unable to purchase food. And that show that they have a lot of insecurity around the world. And as a government, we recognize in Guyana the importance of that because as a matter of fact, we are very fortunate in Guyana that we are producing more of the food that we are consuming. And because of that and because of the food import bill of the Caribbean, our president, His Excellency Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali, he has he's the lead head on agriculture in CARICOM. What he has done, he has crafted a strategy where he look at problems that are affecting the Caribbean country and how we can tackle it. So we recognize that for us to move the process forward, we have to reduce the food import bill and be food secure in the Caribbean. That is why we have started to prioritize a number of crops that we are working to do large scale production. And at the same time, we are consolidating and expanding those crops that we have. We are expanding the livestock sector. We are looking at the forward and backward linkages. For example, the poultry sector and the livestock sector. We need corn and soya to be a successful, have successful production there. But we haven't, we are not looking at the North America to supply that. We have started the process of gone into corn and soya, and now Guyana is looking forward in another 3 years to be self-sufficient and at the same time to be a net export earner of corn and soya. We are looking at Belize to produce corn and soya. We are looking at Suriname to do the same thing. So generally, when we do those things in the Caribbean, when we prioritize crops in the Caribbean, when we prioritize a number of commodities in the Caribbean, and we get down to work to ensure that we increase production, then we'll come food secure. So that's what really we are doing in the Caribbean, and I'm very, very optimistic that we can be self-sufficient and food secure in the Caribbean in another 3 years. So first of all, I want to congratulate and commend the DG for his interest he has shown in food security, not only in the Caribbean but around the world. And I say this because ICA has been very proactive in helping countries to develop crops, to help the agriculture sector to move forward. And this is why I want to compliment the DG for his vision. Now, in terms of building an alliance, I think this is just an innovative way to bring countries together, to work together, to ensure that we take care of the insecurity that is in the world presently. And we in Guyana will welcome that because our president is promoting that same ideas in CARICOM. And as the ICA Director General has been saying that he wants to form an alliance with countries around the world to tackle the food security problem. I think this is an opportunity, this is a golden opportunity for countries to get involved in this activity. I think this is very innovative. This will help the small countries them to get enough food to eat. This will help a number of other countries who cannot produce to become food secure. So I think this is a very good idea, and we from Guyana will support it wholeheartedly, and we will contribute to it too because, you know, Guyana has a lot of fresh water, abundant of fresh water, large land space. We are having the capital now to invest, and we are looking forward for a number of other crops that we will invest in. So we will support the Director General's vision, and we will work together with him to achieve this food security. When you look at those 4 areas, some country already started to implement those areas already with the help of ICA. For example, Guyana, we have started to work in some of those areas already. And I think these are the areas that you mentioned just now, those 4 areas that will develop the food sector and will help us to achieve food security. So these are very crucial and critical areas for countries to follow. And I think it was highlighted and defined by the Director General, and it's only a matter of time now for country to follow, and blocks too. CARICOM, Mercosur, you know, those countries, they have a number of countries that make up those blocks. So it's important not individual country, but we get the following coming out from these blocks of countries, these regional organizations, so that we can have the more buy-in to become food secure. And I think that's the way to go. So Guyana have a whole lot of opportunities. Guyana don't have only one sector in the agriculture sector, but you can look at livestock, you can look at other crops, you can look at new crops. So all the areas, Guyana can play an all-round role to develop this agriculture sector together, be it livestock, corn and soya, being new crops, being the traditional crops that we have been planting, being the sugar, rice. So all the agriculture produce, Guyana has potential of making a contribution. And that is why the Deputy Director General believes that Guyana can be once again the breadbasket of the Caribbean to feed the Caribbean. And we are working to ramp up production. We are working in various sectors. We are now harnessing the potential of Guyana to make that contribution in the Caribbean.